Defending national champs Connecticut are now an underdog at Villanova. Which side should we have tonight? Well, I've got the answer for you. Also going to look at the total in this game. It's a spotlight game, but you got to get in early. It's 6:30 Eastern. Early tip-off on this loaded Wednesday night card. And this one, of course, is on Fox Sports 1 national TV. Connecticut opened briefly as a 2.5-point road favorite overnight. But as we head into Wednesday afternoon, they're now a 1-point road dog. The sharp money has come in on Villanova, and I agree with that move. I think this is a dangerous spot for the defending national champs. The money is also coming on the under, open 147 down to 145.5. And I think that makes sense as well, as obviously if Villanova is the preferred side in this game, it should be a low-scoring game as they play at one of the slowest tempos in the entire nation. In fact, there are 364 Division I college basketball teams this year, and they currently are the 345th slowest tempo team. But what's interesting about Villanova is they're getting it done on their offensive side. Fifth most efficient offense in the country. Connecticut, the second most efficient offense, and both teams are outside the top 100 in defensive efficiency. Connecticut, though, also plays very slow, 302nd tempo. So as far as the total goes in this game, you do have two teams that have better offenses, but they both play slow. I think tempo wins out. I do like the under here, and I think it's a good bounce-back spot for Villanova as well in this game on their strong home court. Connecticut, meanwhile, taking a huge step up in class. A lackluster win against Providence by just 3 points as a 14-point favorite. In fact, they've been an 8-point favorite or more in their last four. They've been a double-digit favorite of 12 or more in 3 of their last 4 games. And now they're taking that huge step up in class on the road as a dog. Villanova gets the win tonight, and it could be a lower-scoring game than expected if both teams slow it down. Don't forget, by the way, this is a great time of year to get on an all sports, all access. We have 4 major sports still going: college and pro football and college and pro basketball. Baseball just a few months away. Make a commitment to winning in 2025 with an all-year, all access, and get it for just about $1 a play with promo code SM365. 1 year all access. Save $811 instantly on my page with promo code SM365. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Another big matchup in college basketball for Wednesday night, and this one is on the SEC Network. It's 7 o'clock Eastern. Big home dog, South Carolina, unranked South Carolina. Can they keep it close? Could they possibly pull the upset against powerful Alabama? Well, the early betting markets do not think so. This line opened as low as 8.5, 9, and by Wednesday afternoon, it's already been bet up to plus 10. Weird movement on the total. Opened at 158, dropped down to 156. And now we've started to see some buyback Wednesday afternoon up to 157. So expected to be a high-scoring game, and that's no surprise, as basically everything Alabama does is high-scored. In fact, they've scored 212 points in their last 2 wins combined against South Dakota State and Oklahoma, and they were big favorites in those games. In fact, they've been a double-digit favorite now in 5 straight games and wins. So this is one of their more competitive matchups in the past month, and I do think it's a dangerous spot for Bama as a big favorite on the road against a feisty South Carolina team that should be in bounce-back mode. They've got embarrassed this past weekend in an 85-50 loss at Mississippi State. They were a 10.5-point dog in that game, and the wheels came off. Gave up 57% shooting, only shot 29% from the field. So on the surface, it might appear like it's two teams heading in opposite directions, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think this is a little bit of a regression spot for Alabama, and I also think it is a bounce-back spot for South Carolina. So I have no problem taking what looks like a little bit of an inflated line now at plus 10 with the team that does have the better defense. They're the 66th most efficient defense in the country. Well, Alabama's 44th this year, but I think that's misleading. Keep in mind, last year, this Alabama defense did not even rank top 100 in efficiency metrics, and I think now in conference play, Bama's defensive numbers will start to get a little bit worse. Other thing that's interesting about Alabama is they're an explosive offensive team, but they're not shooting the 3-ball well this year. In fact, despite the fact they take over half their shots from 3-point range, they're hitting just 31.5% from beyond the arc against teams that allow 31.5%. So this is actually not a very good shooting team. South Carolina, meanwhile, defensively has been very strong. They give up 31.5%, but they have faced opponents that have been much stronger shooting teams, averaging 34% overall. I do think they're the better defensive team. I know the efficiency numbers might not say so, but if you look at the matchup numbers here, USC here, South Carolina, the better defensive dog, catching double digits in what could be a little bit of a regression spot for Alabama after some easy wins. Take the contrarian call with the Gamecocks plus the 10 tonight at 7 Eastern on the SEC Network. And don't forget, if you want my strongest plays each and every day, They're on my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. You get there quicker. Shortcut code you see on the screen there, wt.buzz/SM. And by the way, I do have a bonus free play tonight. Virginia Tech Stanford, a late night game at 9 Eastern, a free play. And the Virginia Tech Stanford game with analysis on my page for everybody right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Go get that bonus college basketball free play tonight. And while you're there, check out a fantastic offer, a full year of all sports, all access for just about $1 a play with promo code SM365. It gets you an instant $811 discount. And you'll get every football, baseball, basketball, college, and pro best bet for the next 365 days and nights for just $3 a day, just $1 a play. Promo code SM365. Get there right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com.